Okay, can you see it? Lower it a little bit. Okay, cool. So, this is the 4-port sampler. Generally what you have to do, if you have to do anything, well, right now it's in idle because the instrument is idle. Generally, if you have to do anything, you're going to go into Run Program. You have several options here. Select function header parameters, port parameters, hardware parameters, and then it just goes back that way. Scroll using these arrows here. Actually, the side arrows help scroll. Header parameters essentially let you label the ports. So initial delay cycles are just the initial clean cycles that you can run. I'm leaving it 0. That's fine. You don't want to ignore the calibration because it's going to be calibrating. Full source programming. Okay, so these are flush things. Some flush flag. Okay, so we're done with this. Alright, so essentially what you have to do with here is basically make sure that you don't ignore the calibration, and we don't have any instant flush. So actually, yeah, there's not too much to do in this particular section. So to go back, you just press this again, the run program. So we're going to shift over to port parameters. This is the more important category. So on the actual 4-port sampler, the 4 ports are labeled 0, 1, 2, and 3. You can leave it as 0, 1, 2, and 3, but occasionally when you have port 0, it starts to get a little, it can get confusing, because if you don't have a 4-port sampler, it actually, the default flag value is 0.
So where's the 4th port?
Well, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, so we just label it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So, port 0, sample cycles, it's going to be 2, right, for trap A and trap B. So you're going to leave this on 2 sample cycles. Actually, I should go back. Alright, hold on, sorry. Let me go all the way back to the front. Okay, so here, we have the first screen that comes up. In port 0, which is the first actual port that's labeled on the 4-port sampler, we like to, well, we want 2 sample cycles for trap A and trap B. We don't have any flush cycles because we want more time resolution in our sample, so we prefer just to be continuous. And then the event flag, so that's why we call the numbers flags, because we're labeling port 0 flag 1. That's where we get 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll actually see as we move on, this is the next port, so we want 2 sample cycles for trap A and trap B. We don't want any flush cycles. And we're labeling port 1 numbered flag 2. So you see port 1, event flag 2. We've actually set that as our convention. And then moving on, we have 2, 0, 3, and then 2, 0, 4. And that's pretty much it for this guy. Okay, yeah, we don't mess with that. That's for maintenance people, if they ever come and handle this. Okay, that's fine, whatever. So, that is pretty much it for this guy. You don't really have to do much. So when you want to get out of this, you just press Run Program again, and it'll go back to the main screen.
So when you're analyzing the sample, do you have to touch this in any way?
No.
It's already set.
Yep.
And it's already on.
Yep.
So when the instrument turns on, this
It turns on automatically.
it turns on from idle automatically.
Yep, as long as this cable is plugged in.
Alright.
This cable is actually very important.
Okay.
Okay.